How are you guys? Today we're going to look at Mark's knockoff dinosaur toys. So Mark's produced dinosaur toys similar to these back in the 50s and 60s. So these are obviously copies of those, and these were mainly produced, what I remember, between the 80s and 90s era, what I believe. I used to play with these a lot back in the 80s, and you could find these at a lot of the bargain shops, usually in a bag, really cheap, couple bucks. Sometimes they had little plants in there, and sometimes they also had other knockoff figures, primarily from Dungeons and Dragons, what I remember. I have a few of those, but I'll save that for another video. So the bunch at the front were some that I had as a kid, and the ones at the back are some that I've acquired over the years, mainly from thrift stores and sometimes eBay. And they're all different colors and size differences, which make me believe that there were many toy companies from China that were producing these. So we'll have a look at some of these. So the first one I like to show is this dinosaur that kind of resembles a Platosaurus to me. So nothing special with this one. Pretty unstable on its feet. Always had trouble trying to stand him up. And I'll show a couple other variants. So I've got a green variant, which looks a bit nicer, and a red variant with black eyes. So next we'll have a look at probably my least favorite, this sauropod. Kind of looks like a Apatosaurus brontosaurus. That was the most popular long-necked dinosaur back in the day. So kind of silly looking, backwards. Didn't have fun playing with him as a kid. And also there are many variants of it too. Here we have a white. It says made in China. Some of them have made in China, some of them have made in Hong Kong. Obviously, if it says Hong Kong, they were produced at an earlier time, I believe. And then we have this pterosaur mixed with a I'm gonna try and pronounce it, Archaeopteryx. I can't pronounce that dinosaur's name, so completely inaccurate. And you'd always get one of these in a pack, always. And again, many variants of it as well. So same colorway, but in a darker plastic. In a lighter plastic. And this one's quite nice. And it's a bit more rubbery as well. So this one's a bit more unique. This one's much nicer. It's got more detail. I like the colorway. So this one is pretty cool. I haven't seen another one like this, but softer plastic. Next we have a Triceratops, little solid Triceratops. I always liked its frill. And we have another here, which is just slightly different colorway. And if you look, the actual head looks a bit different where the beak is. So there are some slight differences in these, which makes me believe that different companies produced them, or they could have sold them all to another company. Who knows? I don't even know who produced these. Here we have Ankylosaurus, a cute little Ankylosaurus. Just two colors with the black eyes, and a few variations of it as well. There's this massive Ankylosaurus, which pretty much just has its eyes and mouth painted on. And two little smaller ones. Oops. So same colorway as my original, and no color at all. We also have Dimetrodon, which is not a dinosaur. A cute little Dimetrodon. Or actually, it could be more of an Adaphosaurus. Probably more of an Adaphosaurus. But if you look, there are differences in size. In size. The yellow one's more bulky, and the head is different. And a few more other colorways, brown and green, and white and yellow. Dimetrodon, you'd always find the Brontosaurus in the packs, quite big, solid. I love the head on this guy. Pretty cool, that retro look of a sauropod. And again, many colorways and sizes. So yellow with green markings, blue and greyish, and smaller versions, all grey. And also same kind of colorway as original. And an ugly, all kind of lime green version. Also another popular one, the duck-billed dinosaur, which might be an Anatosaurus. I'm terrible at pronouncing dinosaur names. I always have been since a kid. And a whole bunch of variants of him. This is a bigger version, as you can see, much bigger version, and a smaller version. And two different colors here as well, different green, two different shades of green with the blue, and different eye colors. Alright, Triceratops. Again, a really retro looking Triceratops. Always love this figure. The only thing is, these can be damaged, and I have an example of that. Like here, looks like it was chewed on, or that one damaged, so they tend to be a bit damaged there on the horns. But again, this guy's smaller, and this guy's red, black eyes. Pretty cool. Styracosaurus. Again, another one that can be damaged with the horns, especially the nose horn. A favorite of mine. And these variants, brown but smaller, with smaller frill horns. And one that's had a bit more paint applied to it. Really messy. Alright, I've got this. Used to remind me of an Allosaurus. Could be a T-Rex. But yeah, really funny stance, sad face, and we have another variant here. Another duckbill dinosaur with sharp teeth. And two types of Stegosaurus. So this is the original Stegosaurus. And this one's slightly different with the tail and less prominent Thagomeisters. And a whole bunch of them. We have bigger Stegosauruses, different shades and sizes. Stegosaurus was very common in the packs. And last but not least, everyone loves to make fun of this guy, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, inaccurate Tyrannosaurus Rex or Allosaurus. People love making fun of his hands and especially his feet. This guy's in good condition. He's not damaged. He's not bent. Sometimes when they're a bit damaged, they don't stand properly. And a whole bunch of variations of him as well. We've got from orange to lime to a different shade of grey. And as you can see, there's some stress marks where it's been damaged. And another orange one, but maybe in softer plastic. So we've got a whole bunch of these guys and a whole lot more as well that I didn't show in the video because they're very similar. So these, even though they're knockoffs, they were made pretty well. As you can see, a lot of them are in good condition and not too damaged. And the small little dinosaur toys you get these days in the packets from the more dollar stores or whatever, they're smaller, they're like rubbery, they're not solid, crap, cheap plastic. Like these are solid. They've lasted a long time. I'm not sure what type of paint they've used or if it's actually got a lot of lead in it or whatever, so it's probably not best to handle them too much, but really enjoy these guys. They are a big part of my childhood. I'm sure a lot of people had these growing up as they were affordable, and I had a lot of fun playing with these guys in the backyard, a lot of adventures. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you later.